Daria, and I'm in Jersey Shore, and we're at the aquarium, and I'm having such a great time. So, Mommy says that this is the tank where they keep the seals underneath, and you can see the seals from downstairs, and sometimes they swim up to say hello. So we're just waiting around. And while we're waiting around, there's several things I'm thinking about. For example, what is life underwater like? I wonder if they're really mermaids. Because Mommy bought me a doll, and it's this mermaid doll, and I think that's so interesting. If you're a half fish and half human, that means you could live underwater and on land. How cool would that be? Can you imagine if you really got to do that, how amazing that would be? And there would be like this kingdom underwater, and all these people would live there, or these mer people, like the mermaid and merman. And imagine if your fishies could talk to you, and you could talk to them, and you could understand everything they say, and your pet turtle is actually a pet, like how people keep dogs, and then you can take your turtle for a walk underwater. How amazing would that be? As you can see, we've come to the bird area, and these birds are like the cutest birds, and they live in the sky. So we went from water straight to the sky. Have you ever wondered if birds, when they fall asleep, do they fall asleep while they fly, or do they stop and fall asleep? And if they fall asleep while flying, do they fall? And if they fall, does it hurt, or do they just fly again? See, it is quite interesting to think about these things, right? And I think it's also interesting that they come in so many different colors. Like this one over here is so bright red with like so many beautiful different colored feathers. And they tweet all day. So I wonder if that term tweeting came from birds. It did, didn't it? Yeah, tweeting. I wonder if they tweet. Do they get on the internet and tweet? Like, or do they have their own tweeting verse where they're tweeting to each other without us knowing? That's interesting, right? And look, there are little fishies right here too. So the birds live next to the fishies who live next to the seals. They're all one big happy family. Yes, they are. Just like how we're just one big happy family. I think all the animal kingdoms are all actually friends. And they all talk to each other, but we just don't know what they're talking about. Like, for example, I think like all these ones in the tank over here are probably talking about what they had for breakfast. They're probably talking about how many times they had breakfast. And also, the most interesting thing is when you're standing on the second floor of the aquarium and you look down, you can see all the tanks and see everything that's available for viewing. And there's this thing that looks like a tiki hut in the middle, but do you know that snakes live there? That's scary, right? So now Rakini Masi is showing me all these little other fishes. So a little bit about Rakini Masi. She's from New Jersey, so she knows a lot about New Jersey. Like, for example, it was her idea to come to the Jersey Shore, and what a great idea it was. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have come because we didn't even know about it. Also, she takes us to all these really amazing places, and she shows me everything. She also told me about the rides that are in Jersey Shore, and she said afterwards she's going to take me down to the boardwalk to see the rides. So in this tank over here, they thought that the fish was extinct for the last 9 years, and then they suddenly found it again and realized that it's not extinct. Isn't that amazing? How does that even happen? So anyways, if you want to hear more about my adventures on the Jersey Shore boardwalk, please subscribe to my channel, okay? Bye!